So, hello students, uh, we have already seen insertion operation and deletion operation in a linked list, and as well as we have seen how to traverse a list and create a list. Now today we will see how to perform search operation in a linked list. So our topic of discussion is searching in linked list. So what is searching actually? We will first discuss what is the meaning of search operation, and then we will be discussing about the searching operation in a linked list. Now searching is a process that verifies if a given data item is present in a list or not. Now suppose a list of data items are present, and our objective is to ensure or verify whether a particular data item is present within the list or not. So that is what search operation is all about. Now when we apply the search operation in a linked list, what happens? See, search operation in a linked list verifies whether or not a given item present in info field of any node in the linked list. So info field, why info field? Because in a linked list there are collection of nodes, and each node has info part and link part, and the info part of the node contains the data item. So suppose there is a linked list containing set of nodes, and each of the node has some data in its info part. Now we want to examine whether a given data, suppose we want to find whether a particular data is present in the list or not. So the search operation will ensure or will check that in which of the node info field the given data item is present. So if the data item is found in any of the node, in the info field of any of the node, then we say search is successful. So the search operation will return the address of that node. Okay, and we will say the search is successful. Otherwise, means if the data item is not found in any of the node in the linked list, then the search operation shall return a null value indicating the search is failed. Okay, so let us take an example. Now suppose we have a linked list. So this is our start pointer which points to the first node. Let's say address is 2062. So this is our first node, and the data present in the info part of the first node is, let's say, 15. This is info part and this is link part. The address of this node is 2062. This is the block address. Now the link part contains 3242. So it points to different node. The second node contains 18. Its link part contains 4642. This is my third node. So address of this second node is 3242, and address of the third node is 4642, and the third node contains, let's say, 10, and the address is 2964. This is address 2964. So it points to another node. Let us assume 2964 is my next node, and data present here is 17. And the last node, this is last node, its link part contains null. Now we want to perform search 10. So this is the operation we want to perform. Our given data item is 10. So here we will say k means key value. Our objective is to, let's say, key is 10. So we want to check whether this key value 10 is present in any of this node or not. Okay, so if this is the result, then output will be, the output of our operation will be what? See, first let us check whether 10 is present here or not. So first node, the data info page is 15. So we'll move to the second node. Info is 18. Then we will move to the third node. In third node we found that in the info bar there is 10. And what is the address of the third node? 4642. So if I apply search operation by providing a key value 10, this is key value, then I will get the result output as 4642. Okay. If I perform search, another search operation, case 2, if I perform search of, let's say, 19, now what output I will get? So my operation will examine the first info part of the first node, then it will examine info part of the second node, then info part of the third node, and then info part of the fourth node. So 17, and finally we will reach to the null. So that indicates the value 19 is not present in any of these 4 nodes. So output of this search operation will be null. So I will get the value null. So guys, this is what the search operation will result in a linked list if these are the value. Okay. So next we will see the algorithm to conduct this search operation. Okay. Now how do we perform the search algorithm? So let me explain that. Now algorithms to perform search. Now I will give a name to my search algorithm. So the name of the algorithm is search, and I have to pass some information. First of all, to conduct this algorithm, I need to know the address of the first node. So what is the address of the first node? So that address will be known from struct node asterisk start comma, then my search algorithm requires a key value. So let us call that key value is KEY. So this variable, this key contains the item that I want to search. So I'll write begin. Now what is the first step that I should perform in my search? See, you will see that in order to perform search, means in order to search this key value, what I need to do, I need to visit each and every node, and then I must compare the info part of that node with the key value. Okay, if at all I have 4 nodes and I got the key value that I want to perform search, I should visit to the first node, and then I shall compare key with the info part of the first node. If there is a match, then I will stop searching. Okay. If there are no match, if the info part doesn't matches with key value, I shall move to the next node. Then I shall move to the next node, and that search will continue. The search will stop when either any one of the nodes info part matches with key value, or I will reach the end of the list. Okay. So how we will conduct it? So initially I will set a pointer variable ptr. This is my temporary pointer variable. So I will say ptr equal to start. Okay. So now this ptr will point to the first node. If the variable start is not null, see, in order to perform search, you need a list actually. If the list is empty, then there is no need to perform search operation. So what we will do here, I will implement a loop that as long as ptr not equal to null and the key value that I am searching is not equal to info of any of the node, then I should move to the next node. Okay. So let me give you with an example again. Now this is my start node. My start node points to, my start pointer points to the first node. Okay. Now when I set ptr equal to start, my value ptr will point to the first node. I will say that if PTR is not null, then I said compare. Now if PTR is null, then I don't need to perform any comparison. Okay, so here I will write while PTR not equal to null, so my value of PTR should not be null. Okay, also I'll use and. Okay, I'll use and like this, ampersand, double ampersand for and PTR of info not equals to key. So if both these conditions satisfies, see, as long as PTR not equal to null and PTR of info, this is PTR of info not equal to key, then I shall perform PTR equal to PTR of next, and here I'll write end while. Okay, so I'll explain this both the conditions. So suppose my first value is 15. It points to the second node. In second node my data is 18. It points to the third node. The third node contains data, let's say 10. Now fourth node contains data, let's say 8, and this is null. Last node is null. Now when I say PTR equal to start, variable PTR will point to the first node. Okay, now my loop will ensure that PTR not equal to null. This will be true because PTR points to the first node. Is that clear? Fine. Okay, fine. So PTR not equal to null is true. Then here in and, then this will be compared. PTR of info not equal to key. PTR of info not equal to key. Now let us assume key is my 10. So if this one is true and this one is also true, so both true and true, PTR not equal to null is true and PTR of info not equal to key, because here info is 15, so but my key is 10, so PTR of info is not equal to 10, so this is also true. Then the loop will enter here and PTR will be updated to next field. So now PTR will point to next node. Okay, now when I reach to the second node, this loop will continue once again. Again two conditions must be satisfied in order to complete this loop. In order to continue this step simply moves the PTR to the next node. So you should move to the next node only when the info part doesn't matches with your key. So first of all, PTR is not null. Yes, right now PTR is not null because it's pointing to the second node. And PTR of info part, see, not equal to key. Here the value info part contains 18, but my key is 10. So this is also true. So neither PTR is null. Also PTR of info not equal to key, so it doesn't matches with key, so I should go to the next node. So therefore in the while loop I have updated PTR again. So now my PTR will point to the third node. Now when we reach to the third node, this loop condition will again be verified. PTR not equal to null. Yes, PTR is right now not equal to null. PTR has not reached to the null because this is the third node, so this will be true. And PTR of info not equal to key is given, but here info part is 10, my key value is 10, so now PTR of info becomes equal to 10. So this condition become false and we found a key in the info part. So this is false means the key value is found in the info part. So when one of the now here I have written AND operation. So in AND operation, when first one is true and the second one is false, we know true and false will become false. Total this condition will be false because first one is true but the second one is false, and true and false means the total will be false, so my loop will not continue. So I will jump over the loop. So my value is found at this particular location, and address of this location is stored in PTR. So PTR not is not null. So my search is successful. So once I comes out of the loop, I'll simply return PTR, or I can give a message that I will check that PTR is not null, so our search is successful. Okay, and then I'll write end. Okay, so this is the end of my algorithm. So this is from begin and this is end. Now let us search one more data. Let us assume that in the second case my key value is, let's say, 16. So this is the data I need to perform search. So again, if I conduct this search by applying the same algorithm, what happens? See, okay, let's say my key is 16. So in this case what happens? See, initially PTR equal to start, so PTR becomes start. So my variable PTR will point to the first node. Now the loop will continue while PTR not equal to true. PTR is the first node, not equal to null, so this is true, and PTR of info not equal to key. My key is 16, so info part of PTR is 15, so this is not equal to key, so this is also true, true and true, so total will be true. So I will move to the next node, so PTR will be updated to the second node. When I reach to the second node, this condition is again evaluated. PTR not equal to null, yes. PTR is not null, true. And PTR of info not equal to key. So here info part of PTR is 18, but my key I want to find is 16. So this condition will also not equal. So this is also true. So PTR not equal to null and PTR of info not equal to key. So I will move to the next node. I will move to the third node. So see, PTR equal to PTR, third node is reached. Now when I reach to the third node, again PTR not equal to null, yes, because it is PTR pointing to some node, it is not null right now. And PTR of info not equal to key, yes, that is also true, because here the data present is 10 and I want to search my key is 16. So this is true, and PTR not equal to null is true. Both are true means this total condition will be true. So again this loop statement will execute, so PTR will be updated to the fourth node. When PTR reaches to the fourth node, again this condition will be verified. PTR not equal to null, yes, right now PTR is not null. PTR is pointing to some address, so some node. So PTR not equal to null is true, and PTR of info not equal to key. So this is also true. PTR of info is 8 and my key is 16. This is also true. So both are true. So again PTR will be updated. PTR is equal to PTR of next. But when PTR is pointing to the last node, in its next part the value stored is null. So now this null value will be stored in the PTR. So now PTR value will be null. PTR value will be null. Now when I come back to this loop, PTR not equal to null, this condition became false. So when this condition PTR not, because PTR is now becomes null, when this condition is false, I have already reached to the end of the list. So I don't have any further node to compare. So my loop will terminate and I will come back. And when return PTR, when PTR is returned, it will actually return null. So my search becomes unsuccessful. Is that clear, guys? So whoever has called the search operation, that function will catch the value of PTR, and depending upon the value of PTR, if PTR is not, if a null value is returned, then the search is unsuccessful. Otherwise, when a proper address is returned, search is successful. I hope you understood this search algorithm. Okay, so in our next video we will conduct some more operations, or we will see some more topic regarding linked list. Thank you very much.